highlight. But Chi, could you just tell us a minute about who that is special to you that you'd like to honor for serving our country? Just take a minute.
Yes, I want to honor my nephew, Fru Charles Tanefu. He served for 10 years and was discharged honorably in the military, and now went back to school and is now graduated as a pharmacist. So I give him honor, and I also honor every other veteran, and that is in on this call tonight or today.
Well, thank you. Yes, we do honor everyone here that has served. And today, our spotlight speaker is Chi Ngang. Did I say your name correct?
Yes, yes, you did.
With Ngang Trading and Consulting Services. He's also in the financial services industry, and he has a lot of accolades on Alignable as well. And I don't want to take up your time that you could be telling us about yourself, whoops, that was not what I meant to do. Hang on a second. Let me go back to present, but I'm going to stop share so that you can share your screen with us.
All right. Let me share my screen.
Papa Santa, can you set your timer to 12 minutes and then 12 to, let's see, let's do 13 minutes. I think we have enough
Okay.
time.
All right.
Order
Okay.
done.
Can you set your timer to 13 minutes?
Yes, I did set mine as well.
Okay. Will that work for you?
Yes. I would try to be very brief.
Okay.
Did you make me co-host?
I did. You should be able
Okay.
to share your screen.
All right. Okay. Yes. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
I
All
can
right,
see it.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
we see it. Mhm.
Again, I want to thank you, Angela, for giving me the opportunity, and everyone here who is here to listen. Most of you I've met you before on Alignable, and again, this is the time that I'm going to be sharing the things that Angela also shares because she's also a financial professional. So, and we have other licensed financial professionals on the call here tonight. But the things that I'll be sharing are things that are mostly neglected in our community because financial literacy is not taught in schools. So I'm going to take a few minutes just to highlight a few things that we need to know about our money, whether you were a veteran or whichever profession you have, there is something that you need to know. So we bring financial literacy to your doorstep, right? Our objective is to combat financial ignorance and the misinformation, especially of the middle class. So a quick question I want to ask here is, did you know that 95% of Americans end up poor, right? Look at this study. This study was done by its courtesy of bankingrates.com. 1 out of 3 Americans have zero in retirement savings, right? 33% have zero money in retirement savings, 23% less than 10,000. And then we have those that we can say the rich, 13%, right? They have 300K or more. The question I want to ask is, if you work in this country for 40 years and you retire with 300,000, how long would that last, right? Before you know it, you're out of money. That's where we can come in to show you what you can do with that money today and live on it for the rest of your life, right? So it does not matter where you are financially. We have solutions for small businesses, right? Small businesses, a lot of people here have small businesses. Some of them are partnerships, right? What agreement do you have in place as partners that if one of your partners become disabled or die, what happens to the future of the business, right? There could be a collapse. So there are solutions that we can bring that can solve that problem so that if one partner dies, there's some kind of insurance called buy-sell agreement that could put in place to protect partners in business. And then we also have a lot of people, especially from the time of the COVID until now, most businesses have a high turnover in employee. So how do we uh, um, recruit the right people and make them work for us long term? There's also a solution where we call an executive bonus plan, which is a tax write-off to the employer that you can give that to your employees because they have that benefit. They will work for you long term. And the more they work for you, that means that's equal to productivity and more profits to your business. Whether in the stock market, if you are like we look at recently, you know, with the trade war that President Trump is waging against other countries, right? The stock market has been down. If you're worried about the stock market, we have a solution to show you solutions where you can go to sleep every day and you will never worry about whatever is happening in the stock market. Whether you're in real estate, we have solutions. Medical doctors, veterans, right? Most veterans, when they're leaving the force, they leave the force well with a TSP. How is your TSP doing? How can we help you protect that money from you ever losing it? Whether you're a pharmacist, we have solutions. So now I'm going to share with you how money grows. Money grows in three ways. Your money can either be in a fixed portfolio, in a variable portfolio, or in an index portfolio. So which accounts follow this trend, the trend of fixed growth? You have your bank account, money markets, and certificates of deposit. What is the greatest problem that we have here? The greatest problem is inflation. Because what is the interest rate the bank is paying with the money that's sitting in your bank account? It's almost like nothing. And so if your money is not growing fast enough to beat inflation, before you know, you're going to run out of money, right? And money that we put in this account is after tax money. And then we have the variable growth. This is where everyone is. This is where your 401k, your TSP, your IRA, your Roth IRA, you're constantly making money and losing money. You make money going up, something happens, you lose money. Every 5 to 10 years, there's something that always happens in the world that the stock market will crash before you start picking up. So now, but what if we were to tell you that there's a strategy in place where we can show you how to capture just the peaks and never lose money? You're capturing the peak, never losing money. It does not matter what happens into the stock market, you cannot lose money. And what is that strategy called? It's called index growth. You're indexing your money. If you look at this green line going up depicts how an index account grows, right? You see the lock here. The lock means that once you are making money going up, if the stock market is crashing, guess what happens? You lock your gains and you never lose anything. When the market starts going up, you're going up with the market. You are never losing. There are only two portfolios in this that we have that exist that follow this trend. You have fixed index annuities and cash value life insurance. And so I'm just breezing through, right? But we're going to have time on a one-on-one on how we can go into this for you to understand how these portfolios are set up. So again, when you're growing your money in a cash value life insurance, because a lot of people understand life insurance that is something that you take only for death. They don't know that it actually can accumulate wealth for you. You leave a legacy and it's growing tax-free, and you use the money tax-free. So we're going to quickly compare all the financial portfolios against 14 futures that exist in this country, and then we are all going to make a conclusion which is the best investment or the best portfolio for your money to grow, comparing it against your 401k, your bank account, Roth IRA, real estate, and your fixed index annuities. So we're going to be looking at growth potential, protection against losses, tax-deferred growth, tax distribution, no contribution limits, no distribution limits, and so on and so forth, all the way down to permanent life insurance, living benefits, and no withdrawal penalty. Let's look at your 401k. Your 401k, 403b, TSP, IRAs, they have only two advantages. Growth potential. Whatever the market captures, you get everything. But if the market crashes, what do you have? Nothing. You lose. You can lose your portfolio. If anyone was here and he had money in the market in 2008 when we had the real estate crash, the S&P 500 was down 88%, and the global index was about 48%. So imagine working for 40 years, and then the day you're going to retirement, the market crashes, you lose everything. And then now another advantage in this portfolio is what? Your money is growing tax deferred. That means you're not paying taxes today. You're promising to pay the taxes in the future. So now, but who knows the future of taxation in this country? Nobody knows. America is in $33 trillion of national debt. What does that mean? It means that your tax bracket right now could be 20%, and in the next future, it's at 30% or more. What did you do? You just lost an extra 10% if you knew how to invest your money otherwise. And then your 401k is taxable, right? It has contribution limits. It has distribution limits. It has an early penalty. So if you're not yet 59 and a half years old and you took money out of your 401k, guess what has happened? You're going to lose 10% in penalties before the taxes that you will pay, right? It is not also liquid. Liquidity means that your money is easily accessible at any time you want, but in your 401k, it has restrictions. It's not permanent life insurance, it has no living benefit. So if it has no living benefits, can it really protect your income if you were sick, right? Then we look at your bank account. Your bank account, at least it has more, right? Your Roth IRA, the only additional advantage is your Roth IRA is not taxable, right? Whatever is in your Roth is growing tax-free, right? But again, your money is in the stock market, you can lose it. And then the stock market, we know the story. Real estate. I used to think that real estate is the greatest investment in America until I started learning about other portfolios, then comparing them to know that, wow, there were things that are much greater than real estate as an investment. And then bonds. And then let's look at the FIA. Quick question I want to ask here. If we score this out of the 14 futures, if you were to invest your money, where would you put your money? Anybody can unmute. Anybody can unmute and respond. Looking at the 14 futures against all these portfolios, which one would you want your money to grow in?
Technology.
The FIA.
The FIA. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The FIA, absolutely right. Because it scored 11 out of 14. Your 401k, this is what is often pushed by every employer. Is our government just misguided? Or why is it that this is what is promoted for everybody, for every employer, right? But then we have the FIA that most people do not even know about. Most retirees, when they retire, when they withdraw, if they were successful in the stock market, when they withdraw the money, where do they put? They usually dump it either in a CD or in a savings account, where the interest rate, the growth potential is so low, so you will never make any significant money before you run out of money. But then those who understand these principles, they will drop their money when they withdraw it from the stock market in what is called the FIA, your private pension account. But do you think this is the best? I saved the best for last. This is the best coming up right here. It scores 14 out of 14. This is what we call the index, the index universal life insurance. This portfolio does not have any setbacks. You put your money, it grows tax-free. You capture everything that is in the stock market. And do you know the reason why people fail financially? The number one reason is they have no education. The second reason is they have no plan. And the third reason is they do not have a coach. Warren Buffett once said that an idiot with a plan will beat a genius without a plan in any game. So the companies that we work with, I'm going to skip this book because of time, but if you can buy this book, Money World Life Insurance, it's going to tell you the secret weapons that the rich have been using in this country for so long. This caption here says how the wealthy use life insurance as a tax-free personal bank to supercharge their savings. This book is about $9 on Amazon. And that's the reason why banks and corporations, they buy life insurance in their numbers. So we work with as independent financial professionals, we work with about 50 companies. So these are some of those companies that we work with. Your money, if we're rolling your money from a 401k or IRA into another company, this will be one of those companies, or whether it's insurance, business of any form. So again, my time is up. So again, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity, Angela. And I really appreciate you guys listening.
Fantastic presentation. That is great. I'd love to open it up for some Q&A, but we're running tight on time, which not your fault at all. We just have a great group of people here today, and after having everybody get a chance to talk. But I highly encourage everybody to set up one-to-ones with Chi, see how you can refer clients to one another. And so thank you so much for taking your time out. It was a beautiful presentation too.
Thank you.
And I don't know if y'all know how to do this, but there's a thing where you can react at the bottom of your screen. And I'm going to give you a clap. So if anybody else wants to. All right. And then let me finish us up here. Do I have your information correct on here?
Yes, the email is correct.
Okay, great. So I encourage you to reach out to him.